Yeah, they said, did I sell my soul? Should I just tell them the truth?
You sold it for a double cheeseburger with mac sauce.
With extra onions on it, baby. Don't play. It's time for me to just keep it 100 with y'all. Like, yes, they got me in this shit. I don't know. I can't get out of it. I'm getting too much money.
Let me try to break down in layman's terms what she's saying. She's more than willing to be utilized as a pawn, to sell her soul, to influence impressionable minds into destructive, classless, and strumpet-like behavior. For what? For the bag. For money.
Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Ski Yee.
The most difficult job we have is to protect our children from premature sexual arousal.
Sexy Red, do me a favor, mama. Step to the front of the congregation. I want to have a few words with you. All right? Now, parishioners, make way. She comes to the front of the congregation. Let me have a quick discussion with my audience. For those that may not know exactly who she is, and I do this because my demographic on this channel was somewhere nestled in between 25 to 40-ish, probably more so on the 30-plus-year-old side. So my folks may not know exactly who that you are, okay? They may be living under a rock. No, let me not say that. Maybe they're just productive people. I say they don't have time to deal with your crazy ass. Anyway, Sexy Red has come into prominence over, I would say, 2023, notably for a song entitled Pound Town. You know how it goes. My coochie pink, my booty hole brown. I actually have a homegirl in my life with 3 young boys, and I introduced her to this song. She's a little bit younger than me. She's like 36 years old. I introduced her to that song, and she was just listening to it. This is like a month or so ago. She was listening to it like, I've never heard this song before, but it makes me feel so bad about the state of humanity as it exists today. Because not only are the lyrics so repulsive and so ridiculous, but the song is so trash. Like, where did music go, right? I grew up in an era where you had to be talented for shit to poke through. But it appears as though the meta is to be as ratchet and as disgusting and as repulsive as what you possibly can be for clicks, status, power, dollar, as well as views. And this lovely young lady went viral a few months ago for a corn tape that was released on her Twitter. She says it was leaked. I think that she publicly put it out there and trying to enhance or increase her popularity for journalistic research purposes. I took a look at the video, and you ever look at something and you can smell it without having to be in the room? Yeah, it was like that type of video. Please do yourself a favor and do not go look for it. Anyway, this Lilith in disguise recently admitted that she sold her soul. Let's watch the video, and then I'm gonna come back with some additional thoughts. Without further ado.
Yeah, they said, did I sell my soul? Should I just tell them the truth?
You sold it for a double cheeseburger with mac sauce.
With extra onions on it, baby. Don't play. It's time for me to just keep it 100 with y'all. Like, yes, they got me in this shit. I don't know. I can't get out of it. I'm getting too much money. I don't want to get out of it. That's what y'all wanted to hear, now I'm saying it. We just left this Hollywood party, baby. This Balenciaga party. Bring me Balenciaga himself.
Bring me Lewis himself.
Okay, shut up. Let me try to break down in layman's terms what she's saying. She's more than willing to be utilized as a pawn, to sell her soul, to influence impressionable minds into destructive, classless, and strumpet-like behavior. For what? For the bag. For money. Which is so crazy to me is that this type of behavior used to be hush hush. Now there's some people that looked at her statements right here and said, oh, well, she's just trolling. She's just feeding into the trolls. And I think not. I think that she's being legitimate. She's just brazen enough to admit the rules to you in your face while you continue to support her bullshit. But even crazier to that is just to consider is that What she just admitted to is her being in a cog in a forever cycle. A forever cycle that is based in degeneracy. You see, women like her have been acting like level 99 ratatas far before she got famous. So the cycle is that she got influenced by others before she even got famous for doing it her damn self. And let's face it, she's working off of a one-hit wonder. She's not talented. I mean, she allegedly posted the video herself of her getting her insides torn out in order to continue to hold on to some degree of relative fame. But undoubtedly, she'll release a video in the future crying to her phone how it was such a mistake and a regret for her to sell her soul.
Suki sold her soul for riches and fame and is now being used as a puppet. What's crazy is that Suki actually admitted this herself before she started seeing all of this fame. A couple years back, before many people knew who she was, she admitted she signed a deal and sold her soul. This was all before her success. She confessed about the deal she made and how she felt about it.
I want to tell you I apologize and I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but as far as this music stuff, I won't be doing this music stuff anymore. I started this because this was my dream, and you know, I wanted to make sure I could get me and my kids out the hood. It's always been my passion to rap. A while ago, I had signed a contract and I didn't know nothing about the business or this game out here. And just right now, I'm realizing that I signed my soul. I sold my soul to the devil.
I sold my soul to the devil.
I signed myself to the devil. I don't even own myself no more. I sold my soul to the mother devil, and I done prayed. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. You know, and it's just like, I don't know if God can get me out of this, you know, and it's just like to the point where I don't even know, like I just want to say I'm sorry to my fans. I know y'all love me. I know y'all believe in me, but I can't.
It's just so crazy that I live in a society and I'm a part of a culture where we can look at the lowest forms of degeneracy and those that are on high or on top of the culture say nothing about this shit. And really, when you think about it, it goes back down to the dollars. There's an economy of degeneracy, and the actors more often than not are black people. So those that don't speak up about it are doing it for profit. And it's just so crazy that the cycle of degeneracy pays you.
Tell us why you say we're so out of order.
I think now because we get paid to be out of order now.
Oh,
okay.
Big facts.
You know, some of the images that we allowed to be portrayed of us, some of the ways that we behave and treat each other publicly.
Oh,
yeah.
But I have no sympathy for those like Sexy Red and Sukihana who will seek sympathy at some portion of their life for the decisions that they made in their life. Like, nah, mama, you sold your soul as an adult for shekels. But as decent people, and I'm talking to the congregation right now, we are plagued by rampant degeneracy that is having an adverse effect in our youth.
Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot? I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You confront the parent.
Notice how the little girls say, you're not my mom, rather than saying, you're not my dad. It makes you think how many of those young girls have a father's structure and presence in their life.
The parent
Probably not most
tries to argue with you and fuss at you because you tried to reprimand and redirect their kid.
Yeah,
I told
crazy.
a young
No
little
accountability.
girl, please sit in your spot. You're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do. Okay. When her mom came to pick her up, I said, hey, your daughter's having a hard time following instructions. And 7 times today, I've had to redirect her to just sit in her spot. Well, clearly she didn't want to sit. And mind you, this is a mom. Clearly she didn't want to fucking sit right there. So, I mean, if she telling you she don't want to do something, why keep asking her to do it? You know she's not going to do it. What world do we live in? Like, what in you guys' brain as a parent says, my kid not following any directions is a great thing. It's not that serious, and y'all don't have a right to tell her what to do. It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. And another thing.
I mean, it's in a world where the women can sing the song of my coochie pink, my booty hole brown. just have no goddamn accountability. You guys, Sukihana's dumbass out in London town. My scratched. Try to get my scratched and all type of shit like this. They don't respect authority. They don't respect boundaries. They don't have any frameworks within their goddamn life.
I'm trying to get my stretch. I'm trying to get my stretch.
Can any of the men that are looking at this video right now, just ask yourself for a second, if they're at 5, if the mothers act like this, 5-year-old daughters, in 20 years, they're of dating age, what have you, all right? You think they're gonna respect your ass after going the whole life with this goddamn wear their ego as a badge of honor? I don't have to listen. I don't gotta respect people and shit like that. You think they're gonna respect your ass? Hell no. This is why so often I talk about on this platform, there's so many of these young women that have not been created to be of marriageable material. So we look at the decline in the marriage rate, we look at the increase of the divorce rate, and we wonder why. And no one wants to point a finger at the influential figures up on high. Nobody, because of the money. Follow the money. You'll often see the problems.
That's heart-wrenching. It's horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Ski Yee. Your daughters, your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music. And they are asking me, can we hear Pound?
Because the mamas are playing it for them. How do they even know the name of the song? Disgusting. This poor girl crying. A culture that does not admonish bad behavior is a shitty culture. A culture that does not prioritize intelligence. A culture that does not prioritize structure, discipline, and foundation. A culture that does not prioritize financial education and foundation is a shitty culture. A culture that does not prioritize the youth, the children, and the things that they're exposed to is a shitty culture. I think Shahrazad Ali said it best when she talked through ensuring that the young people of today are not introduced to overly sexualized material.
The most difficult thing, now hear this, because this is serious. The most difficult job we have is to protect our children from premature sexual arousal. Okay? Because the society is so swamped with sexual innuendo, sexual suggestion, sexual pictures, activities, and they even have our little girls. I'm talking about 3 and 4 and 5 years old, gyrating, doing pelvic thrusts, doing all of this stuff on that claiming it's dancing, like that little vulgar song by Cardi B.
I want to put it on a person. I don't give a shit.
People are on there with their children. The little girls have memorized that. They singing it. They dancing to it. They doing gyrations like adults in strip clubs. They are making faces like adults, women. This is not good. It's really bad, you know, but those are some of the things that are going on that we are teaching our children as if it was fun.
Guys, truth be told, every time that I have to do one of these videos, it never feels good, but it often feels necessary. I often get questions from people in regards to the degeneracy within the culture today as what it is that we can actually do about it. And I think that there is no takedown of free speech, of art, of creativity. There can only be an outvalue, meaning that the more strengthened arms to the opposite of these components of the culture that are completely destructive is the only way to win. Simply put, the good media has to outnumber the bad media. But what's happening in our culture today is that it's completely flipped. So I say all that to say, guys, there's a link down below to my Patreon. I'm going to be opening up my Discord server, reopening up my Discord server shortly. And I want you guys to be able to join because As one person, I can't do it all. Kevin Samuels and I talked about this specifically before he passed, but I am more than willing to open up my platform to some tangible solutions of how to overpower what currently exists. If you're up for the role, if you're up for the task, then y'all already know where to find me. Until next time, YouTube. Peace!